Okay, fine. All right, we should be in business now. It just kept spinning the wheel saying going live, going live, going live. It never would do nothing. So thanks for hanging out. Sorry about that. There's really no way you can test it out on Facebook. So we should be set. So thank you all to everybody that's wanting to hang out this evening. I hope that you're a lot cooler than we are here in Middle Tennessee. We got about another week of hotness, just sticky moistness. And then we'll have pretty much fall weather, I think, for a couple of weeks, and it's supposed to warm up again. So I'm looking forward to that. And we've got the 99 Ultra Classic Twin Cam on the lift with the magnetic Morelli that we're doing a ton of upgrades to. So I'm kind of excited to start on that. That's going to make some good videos for us. I got Sugar Bear out here. She just left. Okay. She said she'll be right back. So there's no plans for tonight. One of my plans are, if we have any, is to just read the comments, hang out together, talk shop, talk bikes, talk life, as long as we talk and hang out. So, Cotton Man, I'm here ready for another great live with Kevin and the rest of the gang. Awesome. Thanks for being here. Crawler Life. Now, Crawler Life is the gentleman who's got the bike on the lift, the 99 Ultra Classic. Hey, I made it. Awesome. Sean Sexton, good evening. Good evening to you. And James says, happy Sunday. Yes, it is. Cut man, take your time, Kevin. No worries. Yeah, sorry about that. I think it's good now. Audio's okay. Give me a thumbs up. And I got the noise canceling on because I'm right here. Like the AC unit is right here blowing in my face. And I ain't turning it off. It was 105 when I come in the shop a little bit ago. So it's cooled off a little bit. It's, I think, 199. So it's keeping me from sweating. Crawler Life, I sure hope it cools down for you. Yeah, me too. Me too. Ferris is on here. Ferris, one of our riding buddies and a subscriber and a good friend. So good to have you on here. Cotton Man, audio sounds great. Awesome. Thank you so much. Very good. So I'm really going to depend on you today to carry the conversation. Because I feel like sometimes I talk too much, and I'm a talker. And when I talk too much, I sometimes miss questions. And so I told Sugar Bear, I'm like, all right, I don't want to do that tonight. I just want to chill and slow down and hang out and just enjoy waiting on questions or comments, anything you might want to talk about. That's why we're here. So it's like we're putting the wrenches down, getting our coffee, drink of choice, and just sitting back and chewing the cud. All right? Cotton Man, audio sounds great. Thank you. JD, or DJ, sorry. A little bit dyslexic. Good evening from Laconia, New Hampshire. 72 degrees here. Get out. Man, I don't like to be the jealous type, but good night. Phew. Cotton Man, great job on the panhead. She fought you all the way. Yes, she did. And the subscriber, which is are really, really the best subscribers you and members of our channel you could ever ask for. They said, hey, keep it the bike, ride it, fiddle with it, see what you can come up with. So that's what we're going to do. I am going to go up in those jets. Might even just put what jets came in it now that we got all the timing stuff worked out. But you saw, if you watched the video, the bore scope of the intake valves, they look terrible. And it's where they had the push rods adjusted too much, and those intake valves would never fully close. Thankfully, we didn't have piston slap or anything like that. But if you notice that rear cylinder in the top of the piston had what I think was oil or gas in it. It wouldn't be gas because the S&S comes out and it just tees off in the front and rear. So I'm thinking that it's oil and probably coming from the intake seals on top and the head. If it was mine, I would probably this winter do some head work on it, get those valves out, put new seals in it. It's leaking, of course, as all panheads do around the head gasket, cover, corks, gaskets, and all that. So. But I think it's rideable now, and it's getting good oil pressure, so that's good. Our oilers worked. That's good. No leaks or anything like that. So when it cools off, I'm going to get it out and ride it a little bit. Check the temp on it. Put the temp gun on the exhaust header on the front and the rear. See what they're reading, making sure they're, within specs. I'm pretty sure at this point it's running maybe a little lean. So we can beef it up a little bit, adjust the settings on the carb, and hopefully that's all it'll take. That's all it'll take. Maybe it'll come around. If the bike's running good and running properly, it might burn off all that carbon buildup and goop that's on that valve seat and maybe just break it up enough to kind of seal it. But thank you for that. The panhead did fine. And I didn't think it'd be that much because panheads are pretty simple creatures. But it turned out to be somebody mishandling motor work. And I just wish I wish the cam hadn't come out with us because I never found the smoking gun besides the too tight of push rod setting. I never found the smoking gun on that. So. All right. Mark, on my first build, and I'm doing the wiring, a 94 Sportster, I see some builders use 2 relays and no circuit breakers. I'm personally using a 30 and 215 breakers. Can you explain why? Oh, hold on. I'm seeing an ad here. Can you explain why? Yeah, I would use circuit breakers. I like the mechanical ones because if you're out on the road, some wiring goes wonky, the wire overloads, the circuit breaker breaks, and then when the bike cools down and that circuit breaker or the wire cools back down, it closes back again, and you can go on down the road until it heats up again or you find the problem and get the wire taped up or whatever. So I would always run circuit breakers. Relays can fail, and then you're stuck. So I would run circuit breakers. Of course, you'll have to have a relay for the starter. You can do mechanical relays for that too. And some of the older bikes do use mechanical relays for the starter. So I would always recommend using circuit breakers, and that's why. So Mark, I hope that answered your question. Tom Edwards, are you going to any events in the future? I had some on the website. Can you go to our website, go to under events? Huh? They've all passed already? We went to the, I met several subscribers there. We went to the spring thaw. That was good. I was looking for some stuff. I actually found a couple of things. And a subscriber brought me a gift, so that was wonderful. I think I had a couple more on there. Found it. Oh, thank you. Sons of Speed. I missed that already. Well, Bubba didn't go. Bubba at church, he always goes to the Sons of Speed. Huh. All right. Tennessee Motorcycle and Music Revival. I wanted to go to that. That was in May. Dadgummit. Harley Drags at Beach Bend. Okay, I haven't missed that yet. That's in September. And somebody sent me the date to that, but I don't think I'm going to be in town for that. I think I'm going to be traveling. So, no, I don't have any, and I need to have some. I need to get out and mingle with the crowd. meet some folks because it's kind of hard and out of the way to get up here. Oh, we got a cash out from Miss Kathy, one of our subscribers. They're the owners of the Panhead, and $25 for taco money. My wife is smiling, grinning like a possum over here. She says she's not going to be in camera. Sorry. She's been cleaning up and vacuuming, and she says she's a mess, sweating. I call it sweating the sin out. JC, do you have any opinion on the Charlie's Chopper oil coolers? I have not seen those. Charlie Chopper's oil coolers. I wish I had another. I wish I had brought the laptop out. I could look at the stuff they're telling me to look at. Can you Google Charlie Chopper's oil coolers? Because I had a hard time finding. Oh gosh, what's going on there? Flying away. I had a hard time finding. Oh, that's worse. I had a hard time finding oil cooler lines that would tuck up behind that S&S. So that's why we made our own. And I'm glad we did, because that thing, if it would have been out anymore, it'd have been in your legs. Charlie, here's Chopper Charlie oil cooler lines, right? That's it, in case you're wondering. Let's see what they look like. I don't see a picture of them. Okay. Oh, okay. I see. They're not really, well, I guess they got a bunch of different things. They're like external oil coolers. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've seen those before. I've actually got a billet one. It's in black. I've just never had a chance to put it on. I think it's for an Evo. It's in really nice shape. Still in the box. Somebody gave it to me. And it's the cylinder looking that attaches on the side of the frame. It's sharp. It looks almost like a big bullet, kind of. So, yeah, I've seen those. And I love to run external oil coolers. I've got one on my shovel head FXR. I don't have one on Lucy. I don't think there's one on the Liberty bike, maybe. But there's definitely one on the Dyna. My dad's Dyna that's still up here. So I like running those. Those are really nice to have. Good evening, sir. Hope you're well. FUP lover, I hope you're doing good too, buddy. Mark, copy that. It helped. Thank you. Appreciate it. Sean, are you going to try and come to Smoky Mountain Bike Week? Oh, Google that. You already have? We're going to be out of town. Okay. Hey, can you look up when that Beach Bend motorcycle rally is? One of my subscribers and a customer of mine, he's been telling me for years, you got to go up there. You got to bring Lucy the Panhead up there. So we're going to definitely try to ride up there. It's right there in Bowling Green. We rode up to Bowling Green in a group ride last Saturday. So it's not that far away for us. Well, I took Liberty up there, I think. When is it? 24th to the 27th of September. So we're going to be out of town then. Okay, so I want to miss the Bowling Green Beach Bend rally, and I'm going to miss the Smoky Mountain Bike Week. So I talked to some of the guys that ride with us. Here's our plans. We're going to do a trip leaving here in Hartsville. We're going to ride up to Gatlinburg, back roads, probably Highway 70 most of the way. We're going to stay in a cabin. We're going to get up that next morning and ride over into Maggie Valley, go through Wheels of Time, spend the day there, then ride back that evening, stay the night back in the cabin again, and then ride home. So that'll be a fun weekend. If you're in the area, want to come down, get a cabin with us, I'll let you know when we're going to do that, and y'all can come and ride through the valleys with us. All right. I am a complete novice with the 98 Road King. Which do you think is easier to perform? change all the gaskets inside and out on the primary, or change all the gaskets and umbrella valve on the rocker box. I say that the easier job would be the rocker tops, um, because on the primary, you got to take your clutch out, compensator and primary chain out. There's just a lot more that's got to come out. Where rocker tops, you're just taking off the covers and taking off the spacers and getting the rocker assembly out. So, but I mean, I guess it's whatever you want. On this 99 twin cam that I'm about to start filming on in the morning, early in the morning, because it's going to be hot. I'm looking at all the parts behind the camera here. It's a ton of parts. It's a lot of parts. And it's mostly motor work parts. And I love twin cam motor work. I like taking them apart, putting them back together. So he's got cams, he's got lifters, he's got cam bearings, he's got a cam plate, high output cam plate. He's got a high output oil pump. He's got a Thunder Max tuner with O2 sensors. He's got Reinhardt headers. I mean, man, this bike's going to get it. And there's other stuff too. I hadn't even unboxed. Actually, I don't want to unbox something until we're on camera. Then you can see what I'm seeing for the first time too. Now, he's got ARP bolts for the cam plates. Well, what's in those little bags right there beside you? That's outer cam bearings. What is this? Exhaust bunks, and then the ARP bolts. Okay. Now look, you'll see there's a sticker there. Okay. Here's a common rule. You might not know this. Customer buys the parts and ships them to the mechanic. It's just an unspoken rule. The mechanic keeps the stickers. That's just how it is. I didn't make the rule up. Okay. That's just the game. So going on my tool cart. And then, if you buy stuff from Revzilla, they send you these almost in every box. And got Law Tiger on there, a bunch of those, JP Cycles, Common Thread. So they give you kind of a sheet of, I've already got 2 in. So I'll save some for the customer. But I got to fill these new tool carts up that subscribers, folks that own the Panhead, got for the shop. That's been wonderful. So, that's just kind of that's a rule. Rick's on here. Rick Rector. Hello, everyone. I've been unable to be here for the last 3 live events. Well, thank you, Rick, for being able to catch this one. We're just chewing the cud. I'm reading comments, trying to answer questions, just seeing where this journey goes. Crawler Life. Is there a difference in the frame between an Electra Glide Classic and an Ultra Classic? The only reason I ask is that there are 4-point docking kits for the 99 through 06, except for the Ultra Classic EFI. Okay, as far as I know, there's not a difference in the frame of those. But somebody jump on here and correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know why there would be a difference in that. Because it's the same. It's the same bag, same rear end. I'm not sure why it would be any different. But maybe somebody can chime in and say, yeah, it's different in the back, but I don't think it is. Not for docking mounts. No. James says the primary get all 5 transmission seals. That's a good upgrade. Mr. Lover says thank you. I gotta say his name. Crawler Life. My wife just laughed and said, keep the stickers. You can have them if you want to come peel them off my tool cart. I'm keeping them. Glad I got the fueling sticker. Yeah, there's several stickers. If I get duplicate stickers, I'll put them in with all the receipts and stuff. James, only thing I know is that Sting is straight, not any offset, not anymore. Maybe that might be why. I don't know. Now in '07 they did change the frames, so that makes sense why it's 99 to '06. But between a fuel injection and a standard classic, there should not be any change in the frame. I'm not sure why that would be. Opinion on the Easy Pull clutch kits. Yes, they're great. I've installed several. They're really good, especially for people that have been mechanics for 40, 50 years, have arthritis, or you just have some Harleys, I'm telling you, they just have a hard clutch pull. They just do. Me and my son-in-law went out riding Saturday. Nobody else wanted to ride because it was so hot. And then at the last minute, he was supposed to work. And at the last minute, they called his work off because of extreme heat. So I didn't have time to reach out to anybody. Sorry, Ferris. So we just hopped on bikes and took off. And we went down through Hermitage Springs, went down a nice curvy road with like jackknife curves, went down to Gainsboro, Gainsboro, and then cut over to Granville, and then went on up to Pea Ridge and back through Carthage, South Carthage, and back home. But when we got to Carthage, I pulled over. I had Liberty. I took the shovel head out. She had a hard time starting, so I jumped her off, got to his house, turned the bike off, tried to start again, dead battery. So I've got a bad battery. Boy, they don't make batteries like they used to, I'm telling you. So we jumped it off with his big service truck, rode back up here, and I jumped on Liberty and took off. So anyway, who's in the house. We got to the Hardys at Carthage, and I'm like, hey, you got to ride Liberty. It's like riding a Cadillac of bikes. So he took off, and he looked like, king of the castle. I've never been behind Liberty, so I've never seen her. Well, he just looked, he was cruising. But his clutch on his 98 Softail, so smooth. I mean, just buttery. Clutch on Liberty feels like a normal Harley clutch. So some Harleys are just different. Even same model, same motor, same transmissions, same clutch setup. Some are harder to pull. So say that to say this, the Easy Clutch kits are pretty good, really good. String, sorry, James says string. So only thing I know is the string is straight, not any offset. That might be the difference in those two frames. Larry says, hello, new member here. Sent a message the other day. I have a 1997 that needs work and stroke back in 2020 and not been running since. Oh, I'm sorry to hear about that, about your health. I hope you're doing better. I don't remember getting that email. Just resend it. Sometimes stuff goes in spam and it never lets me know. I guess I need to check that. So sorry about that, because somebody just emailed me today about wanting to know how much I was asking for the 1965 white bike. I did the road test on it. So I was asking Sugar Bear, like, I don't ever remember having a 65 white bike in the shop. So email me again. I apologize. I'll try to go and look at my spam folder and see if it's laying out in there. I'm not sure. Probably about November, I will start kind of announcing, hey, I'm open to projects. And so far, this is the last customer on the bot, on the lift, the last paying customer. Now, we do have a couple more, but they're already paid up and squared up. So remember the 97 Springer? Well, they pulled the trigger and I've got their part money. So this winter, we're going to be finishing out the 97 Springer Evo Classic Heritage. It's going to be awesome. So that'll be a good project for us. But we've got an Evo chopper build that the guys have just kind of been paying over time. We finally got that all squared away. And now I just got to, get them on the lift, and we got to build a chopper from the frame up. So that's going to be fun. So what I'm saying is in November, I'll probably be looking at scheduling out January, February, and March and being open to taking on bikes at that time. So far, everything's been pretty good on YouTube. If that stays good, now here's the thing about YouTube. It scares my wife to death. Income-wise, which is not a lot of money. Okay, it's not enough money for me to stop doing what I'm doing at all. But it's growing. It's good. It'll go up, and then boop, it'll go down. But it'll always go up, and when it goes up, it always almost doubles. It took me almost 4 years to get to 10,000 subscribers, and now we're almost at 20 in a year. So the good thing about YouTube is it's multiplying. The views multiply, the subscribers multiply, and through that, the ad revenue multiplies as well. Though it's not enough to live on, but one day it might be. So that's why I kind of threw all the eggs in the basket for the YouTube channel to keep doing that and not focus so much on getting money for labor. So if that keeps going good and folks keep watching, then I'll be able to offer my services for free as long as the customer pays for the parts. And then I can do the work in filming. Now, in doing that, it takes a long time. And some of you guys have been very patient with me, so I thank you. I got you on a schedule, and it's one bike after another. I'm not, horsing around. The panhead follows, and that's just what it was. This twin cam, we got everything in, so I'm hoping that, that goes smooth. It'll probably make 3 or 4 videos for us because there's a lot going on in it. And then, we got taco money. Yay. Yeah, from the taco man. Yeah. She got 2 taco money, she said. I might get to go with her. All right. Might get to go with her this time. I'm kidding. I go with her every time. I'm kidding. Oh, he said, checking in at work. Don't tell on me. Well, thank you for sending that cash out. Sugar Bear enjoys the taco money. She does. All right, everything else the same. How does a shorter length exhaust baffle compare to a longer one? I have a 10-inch and want 5.5 ones. So the baffle, it baffles the back pressure of your exhaust. So as exhaust valves open, all that hot air comes out and it's forced out by the piston, and it comes out, and that baffle just kind of breaks it up, I guess detones it. So going from a 10 to a 4.5, it depends on if you're, what bike did you have? Let me see. A 98 Road King. It depends on if it's injected or not. If it's injected, it probably won't mess with the tuning that much if they're still baffled. Now, if you went straight pops, yeah, it would. It'll just be a little bit louder. And probably even if it's carb Road King, you might not have to rejet it or anything like that. So you should be okay. Arkansas Razor Gator, hit that like button and subscribe. It's free. Enjoy the stream. Thank you for that plug. I appreciate it. I'm not the guy to beg for subscribers. Either you like hanging out, wrenching with me, or you just don't. That's okay. My life is very blessed. I'm content in who I am. I'm a very happy person. And I couldn't ask for anything more in this world. I got a loving wife who's been with me for 27 years. Been more sugar today than Barry, so that's good. I think she's getting a handle on the perimenopause, maybe. And so, I get some weird comments every now and then. People saying I'm an idiot. I just started wrenching, all kinds of weird stuff, especially on Facebook. I don't even read Facebook comments. So I am just who I am, and I'm happy with that. And I just try to be the best I can. So my format, people's like, man, don't talk so much. Get to wrenching. Don't say what you're going to do before you do it. Make your videos shorter. Don't like this. Don't like that. I'm sorry. I'm not changing. And so far, it's worked out for me. Now, I'm not, been an internet sensation by any means, but we've grown at a rate that every subscriber we've added kind of fits in and has a good time. And that's what I enjoy, and that's what I like. I had a couple of subscribers, 3 of them come up from down South Tennessee, and it was great. They brought another Liberty up, and man, I thought my Liberty was in pretty good condition. No, this is like pristine. I only had a couple boo-boos on it, and man, I'm like, I wish my motor looked that good and looked that clean. So this winter, we're going to get Liberty back on the lift. Update on her. The front forks are not leaking. They are just gummy and goopy, and we're going to polish them out, shine them up. Motor we're going to work on. I already bought the polish. Got it. The windshield. We're going to polish that windshield. Now, a little confession to you. I've never polished a windshield. This is the original windshield. So we might need to practice on an old windshield I got, see how that goes, and then polish the original windshield on Liberty. It's got some pretty deep scratches in it. I hope it comes out. At least it'll be better. I could see through it better. We got caught in the rain in Bowling Green for about a mile. Wasn't a bad rain. A couple Saturdays ago. And I usually don't ride a bike with a windshield on it or windscreen. So it started raining. I keep glasses right there. So I put the glasses on because I had an open face. And it started raining. I wish I was like, I'm going to make a windshield wiper because I had to reach up and so I could see, or I had to go up over the windshield to see. So I think after I polish it, to have a good kind of rain X effect that the rain will beat off of it. That was rough. If I'd had a little washer, I'd have hit the button. Wiper, not washer, wiper. What was I talking about? I don't know. Oh, subscribers. Okay. So I enjoy meeting subscribers. I enjoy meeting especially our members. So sent some taco money. Yes, you did. My wife's already seen it, and she's planning in her mind already where we're going to go tomorrow for tacos. Larry says, yeah, my brother and his wife had the same bike, one red, one blue. Same year as my Road King, my first year going to Sturgis. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I think Sturgis just got over with. I heard the crowds were way down, or they had a bad storm there or something. Opinion on Wilbur's suspension on a 2020. I've never run a Wilbur's. Never run them. I can't speak on them. But maybe somebody can chime in that's had those on the bike. Never installed them, never run them. Cotton Man, don't change a thing. Your style is amazing. Oh, I appreciate that. Because, when I first started out, sometimes, it was like I was trying to listen to what people were saying. And I'm like, no, that's kind of changing who I am. I don't want to be fake or phony. I don't want to be like that. So. All right. Cotton Man sent 5 Butler Custom Motorcycles gift memberships. Thank you so much. So he has just gifted 5 people on here for memberships. So who are they? Larry got 1. Jim got 1. Cool Pan got 1. Lucky got 1. And Santo something got 1. Congratulations and thank you, Cotton Man. Very, very nice of you to do that. That's wonderful. We got right at 100, so that might have got us right at oh man, y'all got to stop. Look, Crawler Life just sent 20 gift memberships. Look, 20 people are just about to get memberships. That is awesome. All right, that put us over the 100 mark for members. Okay, so here's what I'm going to start doing. For our members, you've been very good to me, and I've been that good to you back. I know you like supporting the channel in that way, and I truly appreciate it. But I got to do better at putting out members-only videos and perks for our members. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start doing a members-only live kind of behind-the-scenes things. So you're going to see things that nobody else is going to see on the live. Probably more personal things that I wouldn't just put out to anybody. So I want to start doing that. I want to start trying to record all my rides. And here in Middle Tennessee, we're very blessed that we have good riding times, sometimes even into Christmas. There'll be like a cold front come through in the fall or November, cold snap, and then we'll have some really warm days. So I make a promise to you that I'm going to try to record with my GoPro every time we go out on member rides, on the group rides. So you'll see all the folks I get to ride with, and you'll see the rides we go on and the roads that we take and the people we meet along the way. We met a guy yesterday, at Dairy Queen. He was a Iraq vet, and they had just moved from Illinois, him and his family, and he was talking about the Liberty bike. And so we were discussing it. He used to ride, and he can't ride anymore with his disability. Super sweet folks. I gave him my French fries because I wasn't eating my French fries. So it was neat to go out and meet people. So next time, you members will get to see all that fun stuff that we do, all our shenanigans. Man, thank you guys so much. Look at all this. Cotton Man, thank you. Crawler Life, thank you. That is great. Larry says, okay, I read that. Crawler Life, we're happy with you. You do you, buddy. Appreciate that. DJ, just keep doing what you're doing. It seems to be working. Ain't no need to change anything. All right. That's good. So, let you know a couple of my plans as far as upgrades. I'm still looking for that lens that I need for the camera. Okay, so on my new camera, I love it. I wish I could have upgraded 4 years ago. Not only is the quality better, but I ran that thing this week with an extreme heat warning out for the Middle Tennessee area. One time I looked up at the thermometer in the shop and it was 110 degrees in here. That camera never missed a beat. Never gave me any kind of trouble, no warnings of it overheating. It's got internal fans built in it. It was a champ. I love that camera. That Sony FX30 cinema camera is wonderful. I messed up though. I should have just went ahead. My wife says you should have just done that and got the lens that I needed. But I was trying to save money and I found a couple of other lenses on Facebook Marketplace and they're not right. So this is a Sony lens here for it. This is the lens I use for all the close-ups where you can get really in there. The other lens is a Veltrox lens I got on Amazon. And it's so that when I do my intros and I'm behind the bike, you can see me. But it doesn't get good close-up views. The lens that I originally wanted with the camera that B&H photography packages together does both. And so it was like $1,000. And at the time I was scraping what I could to get the camera. And that was a huge blessing to do that. Some folks helped me out. I was able to get the camera, but I wasn't, unfortunately, able to get the lens. But buying the other two lenses bit me in the behind. So I'm saving up for the new lens, the proper lens, so that my zooming in and zooming out, hopefully my focus will be a little bit better. Now, when I zoom in on the motor work, it's great quality. But when my hands get in the way, it jumps to my hands, and then all of a sudden, the motor's out of focus. In the intro shots, the bike's in focus, but I'm standing behind the bike, and sometimes I'm blurry, or if I'm holding something up, you can't see what that is. So I'm working on that. I have decided if I've got to sell a kidney or whatever, this is the last summer of no ceiling in this shop. I think if I just had a ceiling, that would help tremendously with the heat. Because I ain't kidding, you're standing in here and it's 110 in here, you can feel the heat coming down on top of you. I put an exhaust fan in. That doesn't seem, I mean, it drives heat out, but it doesn't drive it enough. Somebody said, well, you need one on the other end that's pulling air in and one on this end pushing it out. But I think with the open ceiling, it's not helping none. So I'm going to do what I can do to get a ceiling, a proper ceiling, and an HVAC unit. I'm not going to try the split units. I've heard bad things about those. And it's a 1,500 square foot shop. So I want a proper HVAC unit. Probably a 5-ton would probably do. A 3-ton they say would work, but maybe a 5-ton. Get some better bay doors or insulate those, and then I'll be set. I'd be set. Then everything in here wouldn't get dusty, and the bikes wouldn't get dusty, and it was hard working on the panhead, filming, and literally water was dripping down. And if you watch the video that came out Friday, sweat had come off me so much, it was dripping down the point of my beard, and it was dripping right into my microphone. And it started, I thought I tore my microphone up. It got water or sweat down in my microphone. You can kind of hear crackling in the audio. And actually, when I edited, I had to increase the volume because there was a section there toward the end where it almost cut out. So thankfully, this came back around. These DJ mic Mini 3s are amazing. They got great noise cancellation. They work really good. So I'm going to do that. That's my goal. So maybe I start a ceiling GoFundMe or something. Or maybe I start hiding money from my wife. Hide it. Stick it up. That might work. How did I get on this tangent? I was talking about a camera lens. I was talking about upgrades. James says, polishing a windshield. Now that sounds like a challenge. 12,000 grit sandpaper. I bought a kit. It came with 3 different grade polishers, and it's for polishing whatever those windshields are made of. It's not plexiglass, but you probably know the term. I can't remember. But it's for polishing that. So what I've studied up on is, wet sanding, getting the cuts and nicks out, and then using those polishers. I also ordered the little polishing wheels, a variety of those for my drill gun. So I'm going to try that. And I also ordered some that are cone shaped so that we can polish up the motor on Liberty as well. So that'll be a fun video and an experiment to try out. I hope it goes well. Rick says, I use Pledge unscented on my windshield. Hey, I will try that. I'll try that. Next Saturday is supposed to be pretty good weather, I think, like 90 or 92 next Saturday. So that'll feel like winter to us here. So I'm going to throw a new battery. That battery should be under warranty. So I'm just going to go throw another battery in to my FXR. So I'll be riding hopefully my FXR next Saturday, and I'll have the GoPro on that. So all you members will get to go on a ride with us next Saturday. But I will pledge that windshield so that next time if I'm caught out in the rain, we'll be good. All right. Taco Man said, easy going. Works for me just as you are. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. Cotman sent those memberships. That's awesome. Crawler Live sent 20 memberships. That's amazing. Daniel, you're doing a great job. Keep up the good work and content. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Everybody's thanking Crawler Life. That's good. Cotton Man beat me to it. Definitely enjoy your last ride you posted. Looks like really great roads to put miles on. We do have some nice roads around here. We took a little road. We went into Hermitage Springs, past Red Bowling Springs. I think Cycle Mose is there somewhere in Red Bowling Springs. I've never been there. Never met him. I don't even know if he still has a shop or just doing personal customer builds. But anyway, we went south after we got through Hermitage Springs on a highway called 132. If you have time, look that up. It goes from Hermitage Springs down to Gainesboro, and it is, man, and it runs down in a valley by the river or by the lake, and it was cool breeze. And it was just me and my son-in-law, so we were just, living free, doing what we wanted to, going where we wanted to. So I wish I'd have brought y'all along. I'm sorry, but all you members will get to go along with me from here on out, and you'll get to see some behind-the-scenes thing. I can take 10 minutes and grab my iPhone and do a quick members-only video for you. I can do that. And so I pledge to start doing that for you guys and gals. Larry says, yes, missing riding so much, it is therapy. So many of others since my stroke really want to get back on my bike. It's funny you mentioned that, Larry. Sometimes Sugar Bear, I'll be grouchy and she'll say, you need to go on a ride. And I'll go on a ride, and guess what? I come back with a grin on my face. You just can't help it. You just come back smiling. It is therapy. There's something about setting a tank of gas between your legs and having something combust and flame under it for a guy, and you got to balance it up, and it's really just freedom. It's freedom. That's why I heart on Harley Davidson, just getting back to the basics of the freedom of riding, getting rid of all the bells and whistles and hooplas and gadgets and do dabs, just get to the open road of riding. Um, I did like the Deadwood bike. I like that scheme. I like the red, white, and blue that they brought back. That's good. Uh, but again, it's got all the stuff. I don't know. If I was Harley, I would just tell the EPA, go pound sand. I'm going to run a carburetor on this bike if you like it or not, and go back to just basics of building just great freedom bikes. Just my 2 cents. All right. Crawler Live. Taco money is now ceiling money. She said no. Okay, we'll have a taco GoFundMe and a ceiling GoFundMe. No, I'm just teasing. Look, GoFundMe is for people that are really in need, really on bad times. Tragic things happen to them. So I'm in no means making light of that or fun of that. White cotton cone, be careful. You may be holding the drill and wondering what just happened. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I have used some of those cones before, and they come apart on me, and I didn't realize it. I've got I think I threw it away. I've got one of those big round foam ball ones that's on a big long extension. They're like for rims and stuff. That worked really good because it was so big. You didn't have to worry about, nicking something or burning something up on the shaft. Therapy. Michael says Lexan. Yeah, I think that's the name of it. Lexan plastic or something like that. Yeah, I think that's the name. Russ from Selma, Alabama. Do you have some mayo? Did you have some mayo recently? Looks like a wee touch on your upper lip. Ah. That's probably what you're seeing. You're probably seeing my Alps in my upper lip. Look, I grew up on a tobacco farm. And so if you weren't smoking or dipping or chewing Red Man, you weren't helping the business. So I grew up, started out on Red Man out in the fields of cutting down tobacco, and then got into Skoal, long cut straight, and then started having kids. I'm like, I need to stop this. And I quit, just cold turkey quit. One of the hardest things I ever did in my life. And then my son, my oldest son, I went to looking at an old Ford, 1968 Ford F100. And I took his truck to go look at it. And he had a can of dip sitting there. And that nothing has ever talked to me as much as that can of dip. I didn't touch it. I went all the way up north end of Portland, Tennessee, almost in Kentucky. Come all the way back. When I got about probably 5 miles from the house, I said, all right, I've heard you long enough, and I put a dip in. So I started dipping again. Well, that wasn't good. I didn't like spitting. I didn't like trying to talk. And if you watch some of my earlier videos, I got a dip in my mouth. Then came Zins, and they're tobacco free. So I'm like, all right. So I got on that. I didn't like the Zins. I tried the Grizzlies, didn't like those. I got turned on to Alps. And these are some of the cleanest pouches. Now there's a company out in Texas called Lone, and they make the cleanest pouches. No chemicals or anything. And I ordered some of those, but they don't last. I can put one of these in, leave it in for 2 or 3 hours. So that's what you're seeing. It's not mayo. But I did have bacon today, just about 3 hours ago. So I really do. When I say I'm going to eat a bacon sandwich with bread lotion, I really am. I really am. And for those of you that's rode with me on the rides, you know if we stop at Waffle House, you know what I'm getting. Yep, bacon sandwich with mayonnaise and hash browns. Scattered, covered, not chunked. What's the hash brown? Scattered or the hash browns? Covered is the cheese. Chunked is the ham. Smothered, scattered, I don't know. I used to get onions, but I found out when I started eating carnivore that I'm allergic to onions. Never knew that. And so now I know why my stomach always stayed to work, because I'd eat onions all the time. Sauteed onion rings. Oh, why am I talking about onions? Okay. You just see my videos before I edit them. You're getting the good stuff, believe me. I edit out the stuff like this. All right, where am I at? I don't even know where I'm at. I don't want to miss anybody. Tell me, Mama, if I miss anybody. Carl Life says, memberships help the channel too. Plus, put some coin in Kevin's pocket too. It's a win-win. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, I think I get about half of the membership fees. So whatever you pay in the membership, I get about half of that. So I really do appreciate it. The only really 100% funds that I get is if somebody cash outs me. I get 100% of that because it's off the YouTube platform. So anything through YouTube, they're going to get their cut. And I'm okay with that, because where else can work and wrench and upload my work and they pay me for that. So I'll never complain about YouTube unless they just start doing folks really wrong. Okay, I cut tobacco in Missouri back in the 80s. Hard day's work, brother. I want to tell you, I left a ride, I think, a couple weeks ago, and I got behind a truck with a trailer, flatbed trailer, with cut tobacco on it. I had to pass it because that brought back memories of being out in that field. Oh golly, we lived out in that field. The only time I liked working in tobacco was when we stripped it, because we would be sitting in a barn stall with the kerosene heater in the middle, and Grandpa would be telling stories, and the old man would be stripping and putting it in the press. I got to do the press, and that's kind of the only fun time of raising tobacco. But we were up in Kentucky the other day riding and passed some beautiful tobacco fields. So they're still growing it quite a bit up there. But yeah, anytime I smell cut tobacco, reminds me of sweating. Larry says, hey, my friend is the same for a woman like my sister-in-law. It is therapy for us all, for sure. Yep, it sure is. Riding is therapy. Scattered, smothered, and covered. Okay. Yeah, the scattered is just where they scatter on. The smothered is the cheese, or covered. I don't know. James says, I currently have 41,000 pounds of mixed beef. Wow. That's crazy. So I started back on carnivore. I've gotten off for quite a while. Swelled back up like a balloon. So I've been on carnivore for about 2 weeks now. I'm down 15 pounds. I've lost a lot of inflammation. I feel great. I can think clearer. Our food in America, don't get me started on that, is junk. I know my sugar bear's waving me off. Saying stop. Okay. You can't eat in America without swelling up like a balloon. I'm just saying. So carnivore works really good for me. I love beef. I love steaks. I love ribeyes. All the ribeyes have the best in the green packs. Have the best ribeyes. I can't eat eggs. Eggs just run right through me. I don't know what it is about eggs. Okay. She said they don't care. All right. We're supposed to be hanging out, You're out here like my foreman, like a supervisor. Okay. Well, James, I can help you with all the beef you want, man. Send it my way. I can find somewhere to dispose of it. How can I buy a Butler Customs t-shirt? Yeah, just go to my website. You can buy it through there. Or just send me an email and I can send you my cash out. Or just look in the any of my videos under the description of the video. You'll see my cash app link there. It should be in this live, actually, description of it. And just send me money through that. And then just note on there your address, name and address. It'd probably be better if you email me at butlercustomsmotorcycleshop.com or at gmail.com, or just go to my website at butlercustoms.com. Black cotton long sleeve. Yeah. James says, I might could lose a trailer full. Or we'd have to go buy a bigger deep freeze in. That's a lot of beef. Man. We do have a local processing plant, or not plant, but business, probably about 2 miles down the road. It's actually right beside my painter friend, Mr. Mike. It's right beside his shop. And they do really good business there. They got some really good meat there. Thanks for the free channel memberships. Greetings from Turkey. Oh, wow. Well, thank you, Bar Sternick. I hope I'm saying that right. So glad you got you a membership. So you can go back and watch all of our member-only videos, and I'll be putting out a whole lot more. So thank you so much. And I'll be doing members-only lives. So listen, I don't know when it is going to be. It's not going to be a set time. I might just hop on my phone and click members only live and say, hey guys, look at this. Look what I'm into. Look what just come up here. Or look what I'm doing. Might be going to the parts store with me. I don't know. But I do want to offer you something for our members because you do support my channel each and every month. And look, if things get tight, I understand that. I get that. You're not going to hurt my feelings at all. If I don't want you doing without or struggling just to pay a YouTube channel membership. I don't want you doing that. Okay. I love you just how you are. Cotton Man, what dream bike have you always wanted but never had a chance to get? Have I mentioned anything? I'm very happy with what I have. I would say I had 2 dream bikes, one as a teenager, and I'm blessed to have that. It's in a million pieces at the moment, but I have it. And it is a Kawasaki ZXR 750. So I have that. I wanted the certain ones in the certain years that had the air ducts that came from the fairings, the tubes, and went down into the tanks, through the tanks. I've got it. So I haven't started restoring it yet. The only thing I have done, I stripped it down to the frame, and I took the rims to get powder coated so I could get the color. And then I haven't started buying or repairing the plastics or anything like that yet. But I have it. And the motor is in great condition, pretty low miles. I think it had maybe 9,000 miles on it. Has all the parts to it. The plastics were in pretty rough shape. So they do still make aftermarket plastics. If I could run up on one for a good price that had good plastics, I'd snatch it up. But everything else is in great condition. That was my poster on my, teenage years wall. My big boy bike was the Panhead, and I've got a tattoo of a Panhead right there. And so I chased that certain panhead. I chased Lucy for about 4 years, and I finally got her. And I got her. Huh, it was a godsend deal. He was happy, I was happy, so I got Lucy. And I've got Liberty, which is an Evo model. I've got my 1982 FXR shovelhead that I love to ride it. The only thing I change on it is highway pegs, because I like putting my feet out. I just it gives my backside and my back a little different position sometimes. And sometimes that's all I need. I'm not one of those guys that has to stop every 20 miles stretch. But if I can just move around on my bike, just kind of stretch my feet out sometimes, that really helps when I'm riding. So I don't know if I've got a bike I'm chasing or is like a dream bike. I guess I'll know it when I see it and say, "Ooh, I want that bike. I want one like that. Let's build them." And I'm the kind of guy. I'm like how I am with my bikes is how I am with my music. I listen to any kind of music. I like all kinds of music. I like country music. I like old country music. I like bluegrass. I like rap, old rap. I like gospel, old gospel songs. I like new gospel songs. I like reggae. I love classical music. And so sometimes before I was into my filming and doing YouTube, I'd come out and I'd have a classical day. So I'd play nothing but classical music out here, just blare. And then I'd have a bluegrass day. I'm sure the Amish neighbors that would ride their horses by thought I was nuts up here on this hill. But I'm like that with my bikes. I like all kinds of bikes. I don't just like Harleys. I think every bike manufacturer has something cool that they've built. I think Honda's built some cool bikes. I think Kawasaki's built some cool bikes. I think Suzuki's built some cool bikes. The Suzuki Shred, I liked those bikes when I was younger. So I'm not particular. 99% of what I do now is Harleys. But I love all kinds of bikes. So I don't guess I've got a favorite. James, I pick up from Cargill, JBS and National. Oh, you're hauling it. Okay. I thought you were processing that much. All right, you're hauling a bunch of beef. Yeah, if some ribeyes fell out, a box of ribeyes, that wouldn't be too bad on a fella. Okay, Ferris is giving us the lowdown on the Waffle House. Smothered is added grilled onions. Okay, that's what I had to get away from. Covered is added melted American cheese. So I get mine scattered and smothered. Chunked is the hickory smoked ham. Did you Google AI this? You did not know this off the top of your head, Ferris. Be honest. Diced is diced tomatoes. Peppered, I didn't know you could get them peppered. Add jalapeno peppers. Capped, all grilled button mushrooms. Oh, hey, I might get mine capped next time. Mushrooms. And peppered, maybe. Larry says, hey, Kevin, some other channels that I watch have a deal where they can give 10 free memberships a month away to promote their channel. You may want to look into that. Just an idea. Thank you, Larry. I did not know that. I'm going to write that down. Check on free memberships. I will definitely do that. And if they offer that every time we do our live once a month, I'll throw that in there. That's cool. Thank you, Larry. Appreciate it. Everson's Adventure. Forks on my softail. Bang hard on the rebound. Would that be the dampening seals? Absolutely. 100%. if they're banging on the rebound. If they're banging on impact, uh, it could be bad seals, but you'd see the leak, or springs are worn out, bottoming out on you. So, could be that. All right, what do we? It is not 814. What? I like this. This is cool. This is cool. I did not have anything written down to talk about at all. Is there anything you wanted to talk about, Sugar Bear? Do you want to wave? Stick your head in the camera. You got a bra on. Come and wave. All right. I shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry, guys. Larry says, but it may be only with a number of subscribers. Not sure how that works on YouTube. Yeah. Usually, if I get free perks and stuff, YouTube will reach out to me. But that might be a thing. I'll Google on that and look at that. Cotton Band, love me some Waffle House, but they refused to build one in San Antonio, but they have them everywhere else in Texas. Oh. Well, you can throw a rock and hit a Waffle House or a Dollar General store anywhere in Tennessee. They're everywhere. Literally. Huh. Now listen, here in Tennessee, if you're going to go in Waffle House and sit and eat, you better bring like a burka. Well, perka? Bring a jacket. Because them cooks be sweating back there, and they ain't going to have the temperature at a crisp 52 degrees. That's why when you go by a Waffle House, you can't see people sitting in there because the windows are fogged up. Is it a burka? It's a burka. A parka. What's a burka? Is that a thing? What is that? It's like a scarf? Oh, a head covering. Oh, like a Muslim head covering. Oh, why are you whispering that? Sugar Bear is going from sugar to bear. Huh? I'm being ridiculous, she says. Okay, I'm just joshing around. Wonder where that term come from, joshing around. Wonder who that guy was. I bet he was hilarious. I bet he was never serious. And they said, Josh, you got to quit being you. You got to quit joshing around. Are you leaving? Hey, Crawler Life says, remember, Taco Money means she visits the viewers. Oh, that brought her back. Once her taco money's gone, then she'll be crying. You'll click live for me and you'll see her next. Oh, there she is. Say hi. I've been trying to get her to pull up a chair. Okay. You missed Everson's comment. What is it? Forks, yeah. Yeah, I answered that. Yeah, definitely be the dampener on that. If it's jarring on the rebound. Yeah. That'd be it. And Softails, they're good riding bikes, aren't they? I love the way they sit in the saddle low in the frame. That they ride it really good. I like Softails. All right, I'm going to give you a couple more minutes here. Mr. Rick waved at you. You want to come over here and sit beside me? They done seen you now. Come sit beside me before we leave. Crawler Life said hi, Sugar Bear. Come on. Right, roll your chair over here. Come on. I've been doing a live every month for how long? Years. Come on. Come on. Just let me grab your chair. All right. They might have some questions, some sugar bear questions. The day has arrived. We did it. We got her in the camera for more than 3 seconds. Now you watch. Everybody's going to ask you all kinds of good questions about cam clearances, valve clearances, torques. She'll answer them too. There you go. So where can we take you to get a bacon sandwich when we pick up the 99? Oh, I don't, where, is there anywhere here? Early bird, but you got to be here early for the early bird because they just serve breakfast. They close down, I think, after breakfast. I'll check on it. 99% of my bacon sandwiches comes from Sugar Bear. It's funny, when we first got married, well, you know, come here now. Okay, I won't share the burnt bacon story. All right. You're not. Come on over. Well, you're half your head. It's in screen. Oh, I could just do that. Right. So she cooks my bacon sandwiches. She does mayonnaise on both sides. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Awesome. There you go. My wife says, finally nice to meet you. Look, I won't give you this. Come here. All right, I won't give you the mic, but don't run off like a scared kid. Okay. All right. Well, did anybody time that? How long was that? Coming back? Oh, she coming back. Stop. It's coming a little closer. Okay. Hey, Sugar Bear. Stay there. Hello, Sugar Bear. You shy thing. Just joking. She is very shy. Looky. I came back to you both. That's awesome. See there? There's Taco Man. You can tell him, thank you for all the tacos that you'll be eating tomorrow. We're both supposed to be on carnivore together, but I bet we'll be at the taco place tomorrow. She gets the same thing every time. Well, you've been getting a little bit different. She usually gets a Speedy Gonzalez, which is a taco, refried beans, rice, and an enchilada. I always get just the beef and rice with cheese, but I used to get a chimichanga, the deep fried rolls. I like those. But I'm trying to do better. Okay. How many bacon sandwiches a week does she cook? Asking for a friend. One a day? I eat bacon. Okay, I eat bacon for breakfast every day. And I usually eat a bacon sandwich maybe once a week, maybe, as a reward. But with carnivore, you can't have any bread or mayonnaise. So I've been eating bacon. I eat 4 strips of bacon every morning. That's my breakfast. And then she cooks me a steak for lunch. And then dinner, we'll have whatever she's cooking. And I'll eat shrimp or fish or something like that. So that's pretty routine. I eat that pretty much every day. I love smoked oysters in the can and sardines. So I'll eat the fool out of them and some pork grinds, plain pork grinds. I use those as crackers on the sardines and the oysters. I love those. And I actually got her last time we was in vacation at the beach. She tried smoked oysters for the first time. She loved them. So pretty good. Pretty Oh, somebody retracted their message. You're making me hungry. Crawler Life. What's the clearances on the bacon when you assemble the sandwich? I'm telling you, you ought to see next time, members. I have a bacon sandwich. I'm going to video it. So you can see it's like a picture that you see in the magazine of a bacon sandwich. It is. Spread mayonnaise. It's got so much bacon that you can actually eat around the sandwich before you ever get to the sandwich. And then it's got mayonnaise and top bread, top tier bread. And it's awesome. It's good. She does good. And she cooks it perfect. What? No, what? What'd you cook it? How'd you cook it yesterday? Oh, no, it's good. It's good. Cook it good. She cooks it good. Now I'm hungry for a BLT. Oysters are the best. Yeah, they are good. And they got a lot of iron in them. And when you get a little bit older, start eating you some oysters. They'll really help you out. Bumblebee smoked oysters. Oh, yeah. What brand do we buy? It's in a green little box. Something fancy smoked oysters. What's the name? It starts with a R. Riches or something like that. They're really good. I tried some chicken of the sea oysters. They were awful. And who gets chickens out of the sea anyway? You got to be still for my lame jokes. All right. You have to come up to Jersey and I'll buy you Taylor ham sandwiches. Oh, never had one of them. That sounds good. Now, my wife loves to travel. She's a traveling guru. So she would say, yep, let's go there. Call her life. You're a good woman to that man. She is. She is. Victor, hey, how's it going? I'm currently trying to learn how to wrench on my 97 Road King. Oh, you're good. Hey, Crawler Life said Reese. That's the name of them. Yeah. Reese's fancy smoked oysters in the green cart are the best. Well, the best of what I've tried. All right, Victor, back to your question. Learning how to wrench on my 97 Road King, what would you recommend that could make it easier or better for me as a newbie? Currently doing a full primary rebuild. What would you recommend that could make it easier or better for me? Okay. Start off with what you got. Thankfully, we live in a time where there's this thing called Amazon, and you can buy really cheap tools on there. Could they break? Will they break? Maybe eventually, but they'll get the job done most of the time. Some of the things that I've used for 4 or 5 years, as when we're pulling these cam bearings out, that cam bearing puller and installer, I bought off eBay. I have had that thing forever. So I'll never given me a problem. Never wore out. I think I paid $40 for it or something like that. It's out on my Amazon store. In the videos, in the description, I've got a link to my store. Every tool that I use that I bought off Amazon is in that store. So there's a lot of tools, but you don't have to have a lot if you're doing primary stuff. Torque wrenches, go to Harbor Freight, buy you a cheap, clicky torque wrench. They're good. Now, if you're using those, be careful. If you're going and tightening and you feel like, oh, this is maybe too much, it is. Stop. Something's wrong with torque wrench, or you don't have a setting right. So listen to that gut instinct when you're tightening. Also, don't run out and buy a bunch of expensive manuals. You can find a lot for free online. So PDF versions are available for most of those. Wiring diagrams are easy to find. Even the Harley Davidson service site provides a lot of wiring diagrams, PDF style, that are color coded. So they're really easy to look at, follow. So take your time, watch some good videos. And here's my recommendation to make a job easier. If you have to watch a video to do a job, watch the whole video before you do the job. Because a lot of times, like in my case, I might video something and then come back later on and say, hey, don't do that. Do this instead. So watch a whole video through maybe 2 or 3 times. Get used to what the process is and then doing it. The thing I like about the Harleys from the twin cams back is they are easy to work on. They're very simple in their design. And most of the times you can find what the culprit is and diagnose what you need to change. So that would be my recommendations. Service manual for your make and model does wonders, especially torque specs, and blue Loctite is your best friend. That's good. Don't just overdo it on the blue stuff. Clean bolts and chase threads, that's very good. You don't have to go and buy an expensive thread chaser. If you have a pair of wire snips that's got the strippers in them, you can use those as a thread chase. Cleans them up great. Works perfectly. I've been using it. I don't own a thread chaser. Now I do for bolt holes, but I don't for bolts. I always use my snips, my pliers for that. But good recommendations, Taco Man. Thank you. James, transmission seals and a Bible from dealers, $200. Yeah. So if you're getting into the primary and especially pulling the inner primary off, you're going to do those while you're in there things. It's just worth it. So save up, spend the extra money on all your seals. If you pull your inner primary and you look and your main shaft seal's fine or your shifter shaft seal's fine, change them anyway. While you're there, go ahead and change them. That way you got a peace of mind. You know that, hey, when I was in here, I did everything I could. And then you won't have to do that for another 50, 60, 70,000 miles down the road. Clear silicone instead of blue Loctite is a good suggestion. I've never used that as a Loctite. Well, that's good. Never tried that. I know a lot of people use anti-seize as well. I never use that. Liquid thread tape, I've never used that. I always just do the good Gasola thread tape. Never used that. Man, we've been on here an hour and a half. All that talk about a bacon sandwich made me hungry as well as you guys. So I think I'm going to call it a night. I got to go to bed very early because I want to try to beat the heat tomorrow. As the week goes on, it's going to get cooler and cooler. But tomorrow's still going to be, I think, high 90s. So if I can get out here about 6 in the morning, I can usually film till about lunchtime. Then I can go inside and set and edit for the rest of the day. And I'm going to try to do about 2 videos a week on this bike, get back in that habit so that I got some stuff lined up and can get some things in and out and get some of these bikes I've committed to done and back on the road so that they might can get some riding in this year, depending on where they live. I got bikes that come from all around out of states. So I really appreciate that. You taking the time and the cost and the money to come all the way here to Hartsville, Tennessee, just to have me work on your bike. It means a lot to me, and I don't take it for granted, not one bit. So thank you for that. Let me see if there's any more questions. I'll pause here. If you got any questions or any comments you want to throw on here before we go, I'll be quiet and I'll watch. Okay, question from Victor. Thanks for the info. Since I'm already there, should I also replace the stator coil? My Road King has 70K miles, and well, if I'm there, why not? Yes. If it's an OEM one, I would definitely do that. If you replace the stator, I would replace the rectifier and regulator with it. And if I'm replacing a stator or a rectifier and regulator, I'm going with the Cycle Electrics. Made in the USA, they'll last you forever. I've heard of people going to the Harley store and getting an OEM coil and it going bad in 20K miles. So just go ahead, and it's a higher cost, but you'll have a peace of mind knowing that's a great stator and rectifier and regulator to go back on the bike. And while you're there, yeah, go ahead and do that. Also, I would suggest the rotor, the stator rotor. If you have an OEM style that's got the magnets glued to that rotor, get rid of that. Get the ones that have the magnetic field sealed in the rotor. That's a great upgrade, because sometimes those magnets can come unglued and they'll destroy your rotor, they'll destroy your stator, and those chunks of magnets will get in your primary chain, clutch, and all that. So that's a good upgrade. I would definitely upgrade from the rotor and upgrade that stator as well if it's that old. Jason, just want to say thanks for everything you do on your channel. How far is a lot of us riders in this world to work on our bikes? God bless. Godspeed. Thank you, Jason, for those kind words. I really appreciate it. It means a lot to me. Thank you. Cotton Man, thank you for a great live. Kevin, really looking forward to these. Really look forward to these. Have a great week. Thank you, Cotton Man. Appreciate you. Thanks for the company and chat and all the good info. Have a great night. Thank you, sir. Great stream tonight. Very informative. Thank you, Rick. Larry says, hello, Kevin. Have you ever did a zipper Thundermax conversion for the Magneti Marelli system? Do you recommend that changeover? Can you grab this Thundermax box right here? There should be a box, white box, says Thundermax on it. All right, so we've got the Thundermax or Magneti Marelli in this video coming up. So good timing. So this is for the 99 to 01 Magneti Marelli FLs, stock throttle bodies. This Thundermax. We're going to be doing that. Pretty cool. And this one is an auto tuner. So it just does the magic. There's no maps you have to upload, no dynos you have to go to. You just ride your bike. And it tunes it. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Valerie Butler. Okay. You should change your YouTube handle to Sugar Bear. I'm just saying. Thanks for the taco money. Thank you to those who gave memberships. And she's, a little heart. You're welcome, Sugar Bear. Awesome live tonight. Thank you, sir. Okay, I will ask again later about the changeover for fuel system. Oh. Okay, hold on. Does Thundermax, did I read that wrong? Okay, so is a zipper fuel injection, did they call theirs Thundermaxes too? I'm confused. Well, we'll tackle that in the comments on the video, I guess, when we get there. So sorry, Larry, if I'm confused on that. Maybe email me and clear it up for me. Conrad, I really enjoy your videos. You're a very down-to-earth family man. I'm a motorcycle tech for a city police department in California. Okay, if I didn't have this job, that's what I'd be doing. Working on police bikes, like on chips. Okay, somebody asked, dream bike? chip spot. That's what I'd want. Maybe the next electric light we get in, we do a chips version of it. So I'm a motorcycle tech from City Police Department in California. I've worked on Kawasaki, Harley, and BMWs. Well, I bet you got a head full of knowledge. All right. Taco Man's going back to work. Crawler life. The zipper conversion has a new EFI throttle body. All right, give me that again. Because, okay, Crawler life. Didn't you buy a Magneti Morelli rebuild kit? I think that's in that big brown box. We're not opening that yet. All right, I wanted to save this for the video, but now you got me curious. Ooh-wee. That fancy tuner. All right, there's the tuner. There's the O2 sensors. Okay, so this is not a throttle body. So I guess they make a throttle body for it, but this is just the tuner. Made in the USA, Magneti Morelli. Nice. Oh, I can't wait. It's like Christmas time in the shop. We're going to have a lot of fun. Thank you, baby. Put that back up there. Comes with the Thundermax Auto Tuner like mine. Okay, so they offer the throttle body and it comes with the tuner. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. Now, Crawler Life, I'm going to give you a warning. Everybody's going to hound you because you upgraded the cam plate and didn't go with a hydraulic cam plate. They're going to rag you to death, but that's okay. It's your bike. So we're going to put new shoes. Or did you order hydraulic cam plate? Okay, grab that box right there that says fueling. Nope, the white. Yep. All right, here's the high flow cam plate. Okay, all the instructions. Woo! Wait, look at that. Ain't that pretty? Okay, so this is for the tensioners. Not the hydraulic tensioners, but spring tensioners. So. And I know that people say, well, he should have went with gear drives. Well, it depends on the crankshaft runout. Might not allow for gear drives. So you can't always do that. But that's going to be some sweet upgrades. I'm just giving you a little sneak peek of what we're going to find and what we're going to do. And probably the next months of videos. It's going to be super cool. Ferris, would you need a doctor coat when you work on those police bikes? Oh, yes. That would be cool. Or maybe an apron, one of those aprons. Pockets on them. Like on the show Chips. You know what I'm doing after this? Watching Chips. I want to go try to find Chips. I haven't seen it since I was like 7. And that's what got me wanting a motorcycle and wanting that and Evel Knievel. That did it for me. Been on a bike since I was 7, so that's pretty cool. Rick's, okay, hold on. Okay, JMC says it's a Delphi setup for the Thundermax conversion. Okay. Rick says Zippers is a performance company where you can buy the Thundermax from. Okay, gotcha. Conrad says police officers are pretty chill. I prefer to work on police bikes rather than fire department equipment. Most folks don't know this, but I'm actually a chaplain for the Highway Patrol here in Tennessee. So I used to go out with some of the patrolmen and ride with them and just be there, talk about spiritual things and family issues. And if we got called to wrecks, to kind of be there for people that were on the scene. And but my son's a firefighter. We're really proud of him. And he He loves that job as well. Yeah, Crawler Life got Sacco shoes, and those are great, great shoes. So we'll be upgrading to those, not doing hydraulic tishers. Kevin, do you have a removal video for a 97 Evo motor? Love your videos, thanks. I do not, but we're building an Evo chopper from the frame up. So you could watch that in reverse, technically. Next time I do one, I'll record. I'm basically recording everything I do in here. So we're not going to miss nothing from here on out. Carlos, how many all you want? 5,500 was my budget. I'm telling you right now, that man spent every dime. Every dime is sitting here on my card tables that you're going to see in the videos coming up. Cotton Man, can't wait till you're working on my bike and all the stuff I'm bringing with it. Oh yeah, that's going to be cool. Crawler Live says, yeah, Delphi-based system on the Thunderbacks throttle bikes. All right. Kevin said, okay, I will. What did I say about that? Oh, yeah. Yeah, next time we do a motor pool, I'll definitely. We did one on a full breakdown frame swap on a Sportster. Pretty much the same thing. Evos are easy to pull. I guess any motor, probably the hardest motor to pull is a Sportster because it's the transmission and motor together. So I don't know, the Milwaukee 8s, I've never pulled one of those, so I can't speak on that. So. Okay, watch the video backwards. Yeah, that's just a joke. Don't do that. Although I might make more sense in reverse. I don't know. Guys, we have literally been on here almost 2 hours. I have had a blast. I know some of you folks got to get up. I do as well. But I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart and the top of my heart and the middle of my heart. I never in 1,000 years would have dreamed that we've got almost 19,000 subscribers now in a relatively new YouTube experience. So thank you. I'm going to keep investing in YouTube, what I do out here, all for the viewers, all for you, to make your viewing experience better, more fun. And I like the fact that we can wrench and solve problems and fix bikes and get them on the road and have fun doing it. Because if you can't have fun in life, then come on, what are you living for? Find something you can have fun doing. And I've always heard when you find what you love to do and can make money at it, then it's no longer a job. It's a fun career. So I get to have fun. I hope you're having fun as well. And I hope we get to grow together. And I hope you get to one day say, man, I was watching that guy back when he had 900 subscribers. So pretty cool. I found an old text between me and my wife. I sent her YouTube analytics screenshot. I had 70 subscribers. No, I had 1,070 subscribers. And I made 97 cents one day. And the next day I made $1.34. And I took a screenshot of that. I said, I think I'm on to something. I've almost doubled what I made the day before. And I was so proud of that. I'm like, hey, this could. I saw the positive. Not like, oh, I only made 97 cents. I made 97 cents by somebody just watching me. That's pretty cool. And so my advice to you is whatever you do, video it. Start your YouTube channel. You never know. I've seen people, my kids, watch this young guy watch videos. So my kids are watching this guy watch videos, and this guy's got like 20 million subscribers where he just watches a little short or a video like he's seen it for the first time and comment on it. So start your YouTube channel. If you're tending the chickens or something like that, or cooking in the kitchen or working on your lawnmower, there's folks out there that will join in on what you do and enjoy it. I've had a blast. So thank you guys so much. I promise you, as long as I can, if nothing changes, I'm still going to do my public lives once a month. I always love doing that. And also, my members be watching now. You're going to be seeing some spontaneous lives and our group rides. I'm going to record those as well. Of course, if there's somebody in their group rides like, I don't want to do that, I'll respect that as well. And somebody just sent, what? Yeah, they don't have to be on camera if they say they don't want to be on camera. But you're Sugar Bear. You're like a celebrity. You're like this mysterious mask avenger that, like, when Cash App dings and I say tacos, you like appear. It's like the bat signal in the sky. It's like taco ding. And there you are. So yeah, you have to be in the videos. And thank you for being in part of the video. That's really brave of you. Because it's dangerous out here. All right. 20K subscribers, you shave your beard. Huh. You do not want to see that. You don't want to see me without a beard. No. I shaved my beard once. My dog bit me. My wife was going to leave me. My kids cried. You don't want to see me without a beard. I promise you that. I might shave my head or something, but no, not my beard. If I hit 20K and shave my beard, I would lose 10K instantly. Rick says, please, everyone, make sure you like the video and subscribe. Thank you, Rick. I appreciate that. Crawler Life. Looking forward to the next live. See y'all then. Night, everybody. Hope you find a Speedo cable. Yes, we've got to find a Speedo cable for your bike. Yep. Sean, thank you for videos. Keep up the coming. Have a good night. And Jeff sent $10. Thank you, Jeff. I really appreciate that. Enjoy your channel. I'm going to like that. I'm going to hurt that. Thank you, Jeff. Conrad, I've been talking to my wife about possibly starting a channel for ourselves. Need to find what we can do together. Do it. Start it immediately. Don't have to figure it out. You don't have to research it. Just start filming and let it evolve into what it is and what it should be. That's my suggestion. Okay, guys. I've took up enough of your time. 2 hours with me is more than my wife can bear. She's ready to go in. Oh, look, Conrad. $20. Well, $19.99. Thank you, Conrad. That is awesome. Can I hurt that? What can I do to that? No. I can't do nothing to it? Oh, I just hurted my own life. Huh. I was trying to heart Conrad's very generous gift. Thank you, sir. Wow, $20. That's awesome. Very cool. All right, guys. Thank you. And gals, thank you so much for all the families that watch. Tell your kids hi from me. And please, please, please tell your mama and them I said hi.